Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Kristen and I'm a travel agent and I've been traveling for over 4 years throughout the country and abroad. And today I'm going to give you 6 flight hacks that you can use to help you save money on your next trip. The very first tip that I would recommend is by using travel hacking. Now it sounds a little bit scary, but I promise you it's not. Let's dig into it. Basically how it works is you sign up for credit cards, and certain travel credit cards give you a lump sum of points if you spend X amount on the card. For example, if you sign up for this card and you spend $3,000 in the next 3 months, you will get 60,000 points. Now that's just an example. The lump sum of points is predetermined before you sign up for the card, but the main thing you need to know is that you shouldn't spend on the card any more than you would spend otherwise. If you have a big purchase coming up, you can add that to the card, or you can spend on regular necessities like groceries and bills and other expenses. After those several amount of months and you spend that amount, you will get the lump sum of points back on your card. Another important thing is that you must pay off the full statement balance every month in order to gain the benefits of this, because if you're having to accrue interest by not paying off the full statement balance, it's not really free travel or travel hacking. Also, when you do your spending, for example like groceries, gas, some cards will give you X amount more points than you would on just regular everyday purchases. For example, like the one card would give you 3 times the points spent on groceries, 2 times the points spent on gas, so you get those points as well as the lump sum. An accumulation of all these points will most of the time allow you to get free flights, hotel rooms, by redeeming those points for the hotel rooms or flights. The best way to redeem these points is by going on your credit card portal, transferring the points to your preferred airline or your preferred hotel partner, and then redeeming on the hotel website. A lot of the travel credit cards do have like a portal that you can book directly in the portal for flights or hotels, but you will not get the same amount of point value. Most of the time you get more money for your points by transferring them out. Not every card has every single airline and every single hotel partner. They only have the ones that they work with. Some credit cards that I've had in the past and I would recommend are ones such as the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve. I had the Preferred, that was one of my first travel credit cards. Also the American Express Gold or Platinum. You get a lot of value out of this card. Right now I had the American Express Platinum, and every year you get $200 in fine hotel credits, $200 in airline credits, plus your lump sum of points you get when you sign up for the card, plus your everyday expenses points. And it also comes with things like travel insurance and lounge access, many other travel perks. It is a very expensive fee, but I think it's totally worth it, especially for all the travel that I do. If you're interested in this card, I have a link down below. Now that's just a really quick overview of travel hacking. If you want me to do a full video over this, like a very long one, I can definitely do that. Just let me know. Hack number 2, if you don't want to get into credit card or travel hacking, I completely understand. It's a lot of learning and a lot of discipline. Another thing you can use is called Google Flights. There are a lot of other websites that use this similar feature, but Google Flights I found is the easiest and just the one I prefer. So what you do is, if you're thinking about going somewhere, you can put in your home airport to your preferred destination and then put in the dates, and it'll sort all the flights that they can find on Google. You can sort it by cheapest, preferred, anything like that. And if you sort by cheapest, since we're talking about travel savings, flight savings, it'll come up with all the cheapest ones. A lot of time the cheapest ones aren't necessarily the best, so you would either have a long layover or something along those lines, or at weird hours, but that's just your decision if you think it's worth the savings. I usually can find a pretty good one worth the savings. For example, like last year we were flying from Stockholm to Houston back home, and by using Google Flights I was able to find a flight with Turkish Airlines that would have us an overnight layover. But the flight was so cheap that spending the overnight hotel was even cheaper than the other flights. So we had an overnight layover in Istanbul, and we got to see the cool airport there, and it's one of the best airports around the world, so I thought, hey, why not? I've saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars by using this method. I've also noticed that some of the more budget airlines don't really come up on the search, such as like Southwest. It may come up with itinerary but not the price, so you would have to go to that airline website and search it yourself. But most of the airlines are on there. And honestly, I think Southwest is the only one that I've noticed that doesn't come up. One really cool feature that I use all the time is once you search, you can click a little button that says email me when the price drops. So if you're thinking about booking flights somewhere, you already have one in mind, you can click that and it'll send you an email when the price drops, and it sends you an email when the price rises, just so you're aware. You get those pretty often, and it's a nice way to know whenever the price drops. Another travel hack is by using repositioning flights. Now this can be a little complicated to explain, but hear me out. Repositioning flights is booking a flight that will transfer you to a larger airport, say in the US, that may have a very, very good deal to a flight overseas. So for example, if I live in random Texas, like random place in Texas, and I want to go to Zurich, Switzerland, and I see a really good travel deal from Houston to Zurich, you would book a repositioning flight from your random place in Texas that you live to Houston, maybe a few $100s, maybe not, and then you would book that deal from Houston to Zurich. This may be a lot cheaper than booking your nearest airport in the random place in Texas to Zurich. So repositioning flight is just booking that extra flight to a larger airport that may have one of the best deals that you can find to your preferred place abroad. What's really awesome is that you can stack a lot of these travel hacks right on top of each other and save even more money. So let's move on to the next hack. One hack that seems like really obvious but a lot of people don't use is sign up for the airline's travel promotions, basically. So you go to the airline website, you can sign up for several at a time. You don't even have to book a flight beforehand. And then you put in your email, all your contact information, and they will send you deals through your email. So you know whenever prices are great or there's a big deal, and you can book a flight off of that. By stacking this deal along with, the repositioning flights and the Google flights, you really can save a lot of money. If you don't want to get a lot of spam in your email accounts, you can create a specific email, like a travel email, to receive all of these deals. So whenever you're ready to go on a trip, you can just go to that email, look through all the recent deals that they have going on, and then decide which airline you want to go based on that. Also, by signing up for these accounts, it usually creates a profile for you, and then you can stack up your points whenever you fly with them. So you can have several thousand points just by booking one flight, and then it adds up over time if you keep booking with that same airline. Then you can redeem those points for free travel. Another travel hack that you can use, especially if you have more than one person you're traveling with, is actually booking your tickets separate. So for example, I noticed I was able to do this in Europe when we were booking a trip, I believe from Dublin to Paris. We booked our tickets separately because I realized that one ticket and then the other ticket was cheaper combined if you add them up than booking two tickets together. Now this savings wasn't too much in my case. I mean, it probably equaled out to what a meal would be, $25 or something. But that's an extra meal when you're out traveling. And the last tip I want to talk about today is booking your flights with free cancellation. A lot of times you do have to pay extra to add on the free cancellation, but whenever a deal happens, usually you save more by canceling the one that you had previously, rebooking with the deal, and you still come out ahead. For example, like say I'm booking a flight with United and I pay for free cancellation for that flight, which may be $50, but later on, a few weeks later, they come out with the deal that maybe you'll save $200 if you cancel and rebook. So that's definitely something that you should do. And one way you'll be able to know this is by logging in that trip into Google Flights, and you'll get notifications when the flights drop, cancel that trip, and then rebook. So I hope this video was a little helpful for you. All of these tricks combined have saved me thousands over the years, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So click that subscribe button if you want to see more videos about all things travel and just my knowledge of the travel industry and everything that I book as a travel agent. And leave a like on this video and comment if you have any questions.